There, today's job is to build a wind-powered aerator for my pond. Instead of using the commercial one that costs about, I think, 12 grand, I'll be mostly making my own using found or cheap parts. I'm not sure if this will probably take a little more than a day. I think this will be for the next week or month or pretty much all summer, but we'll see. Instead of using the typical horizontal axis blade, I'll be using something like this, which will be a vertical axis turbine. I do have this in a different video where it was smaller at the time. I've extended it out. But anyways, I'll be mounting this, and this will be where I'll be getting the air power from, or the wind power. But anyways, I'll show you how I'm going to have it set up. I think some of my footage got erased. Anyways, let's see, go back and recap here. My wind turbine will be mounted on this trailer hub, on a trailer hub similar to this. What I did was I just cut off the end here to use the inside part and the hub as the top bearing, and then I used the outside bearing and this little bit as my bottom bearing. For the pump itself, I'm using an engine from a lawnmower. I've put on this coupler onto the where normally the fan and rope are for it, and basically took off the blade and took off the body, and also removed the head. I don't know if I still have the video, but for the inside, I've removed. I kind of shaved down the. Yeah, I think I still have that. I shaved down the cams for the camshaft, but I also noticed that, I don't know which payout's in here, but there's the bottom of the valves that I was able to take out, so it doesn't, otherwise you get a lot of friction in there, and I still have the oiler. Anyways, here's I don't know if I still have this, but anyways, here's what I made for a head for it, using these one-way check valves for the water. So I have an in one and an out one. Anyways, let's see, I think that recaps it, so I'll just continue on with that. There, the bearings are all in. The only thing I need now is to find a steel tube that is I guess 1 1/16 inner diameter to go on here as a sleeve to hold my lower bearing in place. What I'll probably do to mount it is, instead of mounting it on a surface like this, where it will cause it to probably break at these threads, I'm going to probably have this put on the other way, and then this thing will basically slide through the base, and then whatever sleeve I have on the outside of here will basically act as a reinforcement. So until I can get that, I'll have to I guess continue on another part of this, like maybe work on the pump. Now that I got my cam lobes machined down, the next thing I need to do is to take the bottom off my motor so I can put this back inside. I think this takes a 3/8 socket, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these that hold it together. So I'm just going to loosen these off again and then pull this thing apart. They should come out pretty easy since I've already had them once. I don't know if I needed to grind this down after all, because when I pulled this apart, I could hear something rattling around in here, and found these two guys. I think what they do is they, I don't know if I can turn this for you to see, but maybe I can. Anyways, they go in, let's see if you can see. Okay, yeah, they just go in these two holes for the valves. So basically the valves are two pieces. You can pull this out, and then this doesn't lift them anymore. So anyways, I'm going to see if I can get this thing back in for my pump, my oil pump. And then I can bolt this thing back together. I wish I messed with this sooner instead of now, because then I'd remember how this all goes together, because it's a bit of a mess. Anyways, I can toss these somewhere. And hopefully I don't spin this around too much. Too late. It goes like that. Anyways, I'll see if I can get that worked in. There, all back together with the oil pump in. There's something sticking in there. It's fairly smooth, but I should just left that out. Anyways, I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. I'm going to get working on the head. There, I traced out the, the bolt pattern onto a sheet of paper. So next I'll put this over a piece of 3/8 thick plywood that I have, so I can mark these holes. Then I know where to drill for the head bolts. Then I just need to put in holes to mount my two valves. And once I do that, I should have my pump head finished. Let's hope I don't tear it. Not exactly precision machining, but it should work. I need to get a 1-inch diameter drill bit, add that to my shopping list, then I can finish making the heads, and then making the head, and then get this glued on and see if it will actually work. I messed up. I went and drilled a 1-inch diameter hole instead of a 3/4, so this doesn't quite fit. Now what I think I'll do is just see if I have an adapter for that that'll fit. If not, I'll have to get another drill bit and make another cylinder. Now that fits. Unfortunately, I only have one of these, so I'm going to have to get a 7/16, or pardon me, a 3/4 inch drill bit for this side, so I can get my outlet valve to fit. I don't want to. Yeah, I better make sure I have my measurements right. Anyways, I think I got my other tube, so I can get working on the turbine side. I also picked up a piece of steel tube that fits over top of this, just like that, and that length and then cut it. I also got a drill bit I can use to make a wooden base for it. So get this thing cut to fit, and then I'll start working on my wooden base. Here's what I'm thinking of for the base. It'll be facing the other way. This is upside down here. I'll just have a diagonal member on either side connecting this to the post. And then we'll cut this off here, I guess. There, my video editor only allows me to upload 20 segments at a time, so I'm going to have to stop this here and continue with another part 2.